Hey guys, Sal here, and back to some more Trails of Cold Steel. We've got a jewel thief going on right now. I also did some more grinding with Mira for cooking on Elliot. 168,740 Mira. I also went and killed some enemies. I got, I think, 2 U materials. Yeah. It sucks. But we have 2,851 Septith mass still, because I didn't sell it last time. I think that's almost, what, 30,000 Mira? Because every 100's 1,000? So that should be good. Excuse me, are you in charge of the store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right, I'm the owner. You must be the students from Thor's Military Academy. Indeed, Class 7, Group A at your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's a centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million Mira. Whoa, 100 million? Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. To think something that valuable could be swiped just like that. The question is, how did the thief manage to steal it? I heard that the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so you could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me falling right into the Phantom Thief B's trap. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? I've heard all manner of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. The name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Elliot and Marcus know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself a liberator of beauty, and he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He's even gained an enthusiastic fan following for daring and graceful methods he uses during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard his name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So how do we know the tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victim a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Why is this a plot point from Persona 5? Did Persona... The calling card before you steal a heart in Persona 5. This is exactly it. Did you send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an invitation. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. Yeah, he lied so he could get it. That's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face. Indeed. As soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like no ordinary thief. With a piece as valuable as this, can you explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Ah, of course. Please, take a look at this. To the owner of this fine establishment, know that I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. First, you must now report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7, Group A. Group A specifically? Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Please don't tell me that this is Sarah or someone else entirely acting as if it's him, so that we could have a increase in our thought process on how to solve mysteries and whatnot. Phantom Thief B. Is there any character I know what the name that starts with B in this game? I can't think of one off the top of my head, so we'll just continue on. It really is addressed to us. I find the thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. You have this other card that the thief mentioned. Of course, please take this. Phantom Thief B's card. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, Group A. Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. All the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. The first key is at the feet of the Conqueror with the Lion of a Heart. Lion of a Heart with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself. But as for the feet of a Conqueror with the heart of a lion, the statue of the guy, seems like a treasure hunt, and this card's our first clue. It does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? We'd be happy to. Indeed, taunting us like that, I'm all for wiping that smug satisfaction off of his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so very much. Please find it. Burglary at the jeweler's started. Why do we get stuck with this kind of work, man? More importantly, it's gotta be someone at Thor's Military Academy trying to make us better at what we do. Okay. I like how literally it doesn't tell me where to go. But I'm pretty sure I read didn't the description of that statue in Drakel's Plaza mention something about the heart of a lion? Still can't believe it said Lion of the Heart or something. The Conqueror with the heart of a lion. It couldn't mean anything other than the statue of Emperor Drakel. Agreed, it's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Drakel as the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. Then chances are good that we're in the right place. The card said to look at his feet. Let's do it then. Right there. Here we go, it's the same type of card as the last one too. Phantom Thief B's card. I assume we were correct then. Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Second key, so basically, we got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along though? In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. What could that mean? No clue currently. Yeah, it can't mean this palace, right? Yeah, we don't even have the name for it. There's no palaces here. The only... Could we be talking about the place that we went to last time? Was it Alto Street? No. Alto Street is not actually the place. It was the... Huh! What do you know? I went to the park and what do you know? Here's a palace-like area. I was trying to find that inn area that we were at before. Well, I mean, Crystal Garden, second seat. Here it is. This was on accident. This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all the signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeastern seat, and I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can sit, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Phantom Thief's B card. Seems so. What's it say? Let's see, the third key is... At the round table where one rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Rested the gauntlets, so the guild? Oh goody, another riddle. Still, what can we do but keep going? Ah, it seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Oh, it's this guy. Who are you again? He's Baron Blue Blanc. Yeah, we first met him during our field study in Berea, I believe. Che Beyond, I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your throng today, no? Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall, too? You could indeed say that. However, to meet not just in Breha, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Surely it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable, would you not agree? I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique, let's just call it that. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Ah, please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I'd bet all the mira I have on me that's absolutely not the case. Oh, please do not bet all 160-something thousand mira. Ah, now if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? But that guy, who knows? Could he possibly be the Phantom Thief? About to say his clipboard isn't actually in his hand, but okay, it is. Wait, what? Aren't you the person from the Guardian District? A few of us civil servants are responsible for actually running the garden party. With the number of guests, it sounds like it'll be non-stop work, even if still, I hope I can work the event. After all, that'd mean a chance to see Princess Altheme up close. Isn't this literally the woman who works at that freaking jewelry shop? Because she looks very similar, at least to me, she does.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Hey, had I not come over here, we wouldn't have had that dialogue. Ow. My hip. Grandpa, are you okay? This is why I told you to take it easy, I swear. You're gonna sprain some muscle you haven't used in 30 years. So, can I, not help? I mean, sure, why not? Any dialogue over here? Nope. What about you? The Imperial Guardsmen and the military police end up arguing over security arrangements every year. They both got too much pride on the line, which ends up making it nearly impossible for them to agree on anything. Wish they'd spare a thought for us. We're the ones who end up inconvenienced by their drama every year. So technically all I have to do is just teleport myself to every single area and then just hope. With some string of luck, I go to the right place. Western Gauntlets, yes, the guild house. Like I figured it was. Okay, so he snuck it. He better not have took any of our belongings while we were gone. Now here's the bad part. Well, they rest their gauntlets. So, weapons rack? In a bedroom? On the couch? Yeah, I'm assuming it's the bedroom then. But which one, though, I have no clue. This looks like a place they would rest their gauntlets. Okay. Under the table? The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The gauntlets is the symbol of the Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, the ones in the east part mentioned in notes seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had two such branches, it is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Oh yeah, the round table, that makes sense then. Ah, here it is. Obtain the Phantom Thief B's card. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though, from the looks of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kinda creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The fourth key is on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Oh, what the hell kind of riddle is this? On the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. The port? Steel bird? Could be the crane? Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Steel bird, port, water's edge. That's about all I can think of so far, so let's go to the port. Oh my god, did I actually just think of it instantly? There's no way I actually did that. No way. Steel bird, crane. That's literally about the only thing I can think of. What is edge, though? Can't obviously go in there. So... right here? Is that in between? The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Haindale Port. Oh my god, I actually was smart for once and thought of it. And that would make its white bird in these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Dumberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Group A explained the situation to Port Chief Dumberto, who agreed to check all of the white containers for them. Just as they predicted, a card was found affixed to the bottom of one of the containers. Phantom Thief B's card. How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? We wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark nestled in the steel card that marches with the minutes. Okay, last one I got instantly. This one I have no clue. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark. Black ark could also mean a ship, nestled in the steel card that marches with the minutes. This one's just as obtuse as the others, though if it's also hidden near the water's edge. From all the indications, I'd say the next one is here in Haindale Port too. It says final key and crimson crown too, so at least there's that. It looks like this is the last one. Black card that marches by the minutes? Aha! I don't need to think on this one. Just look at the map and it'll send me to the direct area. Oh, the tram! That marches by the minutes. Yes, the tram. Okay. On this side, though. The steel card. My guess is that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. What about the marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at present times. Haindale Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram is here, waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure, what do you need? We can explain the situation to the tram driver and ask permission to search inside the tram. Infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram card. Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from then. Go on and look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. The tram driver, the Phantom Thief? Oh my god, I'm actually on a tram. Oh, hello. Let's save the game. Okay, marker, you wanna... It's in the case. Or whatever we're looking for is in the case. Looks like this must be the black art mentioned on the card. Our phantom thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Here's the tiara. Inside the black case rested a tiara embedded with the dazzling carnelians. Yep, this is it. So this is the storage crimson tiara. It has such a fiery glow. Wow, so this thing's worth 100 mira, huh? I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, you gotta be careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely. Found the crimson tiara. You're the phantom
So the
thief,
tiara
aren't
really
you?
was in there, huh?
You're the thief, aren't you?
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
You're the Phantom Thief B.
Why are you staring at me like that?
It's because you're the Phantom Thief.
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
I knew it! It was someone I knew that had a B name. Although I just didn't care about Blue Blanc, so I didn't even think of him. Albeit I honestly didn't remember his name. Even when he did mention his name, I'd already forgotten about the fact that his name could have started with a B.
What? This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
I knew you were the Phantom Thief. Well, not Blue Blonde. I knew the driver was.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B!
Yep.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all.
Yep.
Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
Simply splendid. So I guess the voice I tried to give him after all was actually kind of perfect. Not entirely,
Why would you do
though.
something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Oh, simply bored.
Interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Do I have to fight you?
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What?
Catch me if you can, suckers!
How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you
Adieu. Hi, Mr. B.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Oh, come off it. Me and the others scoured the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting details of the incident to City Hall, they trekked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. It was her! They look exactly the same! Oh, come on, man. I can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. Still don't know necessarily how to pronounce that. Capricious? I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how he fixated on us, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. All elements scepter times 500. Yeah, I would have at least loved at least 2/3 of the 1 million or 100 million mira that tiara costs. This is a lot of scepter. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique after all. We have more scepters lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Burglary at the jeweler's completed. Okay, so now what? I just leave and I get a call in my Argus or something for another request? Or do we go back to Elliot's home? Oh no, we just leave. That was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more pleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Vane. I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A, too. Though I can't imagine why. 'Cause Reen's in the party, after all. Hey, there's a call in the Argus. Hold on. Is it my father again? There's a Class 7 Group A. Reen Schwartz is speaking. Hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy, Sarah. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, a garden in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. It's your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher. I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on the field study. Something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you finish up what you've done for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the St. District. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elisa's Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you to assemble outside St. Estrella Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles. Hey, hold on. What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Reen explained to the rest of the team that they were to assemble at St. Estrella Girls' School by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. That Girls' Academy for Nobles, isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attended there myself, but I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kinda curious. I'm sure she has her reasons, weird ones probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading home. Best way to get to the St. District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch the tram from, it'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there, though. We'll have to dress up as women and infiltrate the school. The St. District has been added to the list of locations selectable from any of the capital's tram stops. Save the game. Okay. What? Oh, from one of the tram stops. Well, can I just do this? No, I literally have to do it from the tram stop. Okay then. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at the St. District. Should we get going? Travel to the St. District will cause the main story to advance. I mean, we've done every single request, right? Well, everyone I've ran into on my own. Quest, chapter 4. Done. Yep, we're done with everything. And I don't know where any of the hidden quests are, and I don't feel like talking to every single NPC, so let's just go. Those might be hidden recipes as well, but whatever. Travel to the St. District. All aboard! Still can't believe I actually managed to figure out that one riddle by myself. Usually I suck at them. I would have been stuck there for ages if I didn't think about the crane. Although the only place of water is the port, so that's that. Is Elise waiting for us? I highly doubt it. What's up, girls? Seen Elise anywhere?
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
Nah,
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
no kidding.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Yeah, sure it is.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
No kidding. 3 guys and 2 girls that aren't from this school walking up to the front gate.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
Pretty much. What the hell does Sarah want us to do here, besides possibly infiltrate the school? As dressed as women, that would be hilarious.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
Yes, and just so you know, Princess Alphen... Wait, wasn't there something to have to deal with Princess Alphen? Are we gonna have to be her bodyguards? And Alphen is friends with Reen's sister, Elise, so that would also make sense. Plus she gets to
I've heard that
have a
too.
little one-on-one with Reen, possibly. Try to make Elise jealous and all that. That'd be fun. Oh hey, would Reen dance with Alphen at the ball as well? I mean, she said she had a boyfriend, didn't she? That would also be really fun.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it.
Yes, and they're technically best friends, sort of.
She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
Here we go.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
How's about not kiss, but just make up?
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two...
Yep, they made up.
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
Pretty much.
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
And the
Ring?
gate's opening. Hey, Elise! There we go.
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The
Yes.
9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Exactly.
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
Yep, the princess herself, Princess Alphine. She wants to see them all.
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear.
Especially if she wants them to see your brother.
She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
I can't go snooping around, right? But boys, I knew that they would act like this. I don't think I've seen that uniform before. The uniform's from Thor's military academy. My brother studied there when he was younger. Oh, isn't that the military academy Emperor Dracula's founded? I've heard they will allow commoners to enroll there too. You girls talk way too fast. But why isn't it Lady Laura? She's always so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? No. Isn't that blonde boy Eustace, Duke Alberea's son? You think that boy is a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, that redhead is so cute. That silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. Oh my god. Blonde girl seems so cultured. Which family do you think she's from? Girl with the glasses, such an amazing figure. By the curves, something, something, something. I can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but... Please, don't be too hard on them. They don't have many opportunities to meet people from the outside, especially boys. You think that boy in front is a commoner? Reed? I'm not sure, but either way he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right, this is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know and I don't care. We got two girls that are fawning over Reed already. Rosengarten. Rose Garden?
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden.
Aha, I was right.
The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Princess Elphine.
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Yep, it's Princess Elphine.
Oh,
Aha.
No way.
Well, Marcus, you did say you wanted to meet Princess Elphine. Well, here's your chance. She specifically, however, wanted to meet Elise's brother.
hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me. I knew it.
Bow down before me, mongrels. Princess Elphine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphin. Alphin Rice Arner.
Okay, Alphin, not Alphine. I like saying Alphine more.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
If I didn't get the fact that said Rose Garden, I would have been really upset with myself.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I was only trying to tease you a little.
I'm sorry, alright?
Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you! I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills.
Elise does not look happy at all.
I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself.
Angelica? Angelica. She's someone I'm supposed to know.
Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
Yep.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too.
Please
Oh?
don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend.
Yeah, that she does. That wonderful friend who wanted to meet her crush. Just her older brother.
Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Green Schwarzer.
Particularly happy.
Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rain. Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Oh my god. Oh my. Are you just teasing Elise, or you actually mean this right now?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer.
I so badly want her actual brother to challenge him to a duel, to see who truly is meant to be her brother.
I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Oh man! She's getting a little bit angry.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
My brother.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean? Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh.
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, it is him. Look at him floating on air.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
You're not walking on the floor, man, you're floating.
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Why did he have to do it? Why did he have to do that with his hair?
Could he be?
Ow! There we
I
go.
think that's quite enough. Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister. Oh, wait. So this is... Wow. Indeed.
Prince Olivert.
'Tis I, Olivert Ricey Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
It all comes back to Thor's Military Academy. Hey, we're getting a lot done in this episode. Jeez. I like it. And ironically enough, not a lot of time has passed. Even though almost 10 more minutes till an hour. Communion room. Please continue talking so I don't actually have to do any terrible voice acting. You're gonna make me talk, don't you?
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness.
Thank you.
I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you. Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts, not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the classes run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
Last one I will totally do.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in
That she
Erebonia?
is.
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I'd love to know that as well.
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
Well, Reen and Laura both know that name.
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Can we know more about Sarah? Oh man, really? Uh-huh. Well, I mean, we're almost at an hour. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna end this here. As much as it's gonna kill me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, I honestly don't know where the heck we're gonna be doing next. Whether we're going to be continuing from night, or it's just gonna skip into the next day. And we have our third day worth of tasks. Leading into the festival towards night time, I believe. So yeah, till then, see you guys later.